What's up with it? What's up with it, man? It's the Time Is Now podcast, season 2, episode 7. We got Willie Clifton, Richard Moore Jones. We here to talk to y'all about what to do in life. You know, you see our outfits we got on, you could call it balling for Jesus, whatever you want to say. But just know, we worshiping the true living God. How you doing today, Mr. Willie?
You know what, man? Besides the hot weather out there, I'm good. I'm inside right now. So it feels good.
You
And
got
I'm
you a
good.
10?
A man, plenty of man. Woo, heaven.
Okay, so today we talking about the pressure to have life figured out.
Yeah.
Before we even get into it, I'm gonna let you talk about when you was young, back in your day, when you see other people, how you used to feel. You like, dang, I want to be there one day. What was the pressure that you had at one point in your life to where you needed to have you wanted to have life like them?
Well, you know what? I thought I could take you right, and that's what a lot of people don't think about.
Mm-hmm.
You want to be like them. See, that's what we get.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we get caught up in. But you need to be like you.
Mm-hmm.
If I had to set my desires on what I could accomplish, not what I saw others accomplish, and that's just nature. But now I know it's living my dream, not what I see you do, and not what I see somebody else do.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the pressure, being like Mike.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't try to be like Mike, you'll try to live your life being like someone else.
Yeah.
And I looked at that, and on top of it, I'm glad you asked that because it brought about a very important question that we set our lives up on getting to the end, but you know the devil's after you at that because he know you saying, you know what do I have to worry about? I'm at this age. You know what? That's when he attack you the hardest.
You know what I can't even figure out? You know why God don't want you to make a plan? Because when you make a plan, that's when the devil know what he
Yeah,
right. He don't know what's in your head. He don't know what God got planned for you. But when you put that plan on paper, he know what you got planned for yourself.
And he can
He can throw a wrench in it easy. But if you don't put it on that paper, you keep it in your head in between you and God. That's why he even say don't be talking to people about stuff.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah,
after it's done, that's cool. Okay. So the pressure to have life figured out. You know, the reason we have so much pressure is because we want to put stuff in our hands. Mm-hmm. If he says seek him first, he'll make all our paths straight. If we want to have stuff figured out, we going to have it figured out by not worrying about it. Put it in his hands and he going to figure it out. You know, he make it easy for us. We get in our head, try to do this, try to do that. When he could accomplish it for us by himself.
By himself.
He don't need our help.
Then you listen, the question you asked me, let me ask you, what do you think? So you that person,
Mm-hmm.
when I was, you've been doing it for a minute yourself, but what are your dreams and desires? Are you trying to be like somebody else, or you trying to do your own thing? What's up with that?
Man, I'm trying to do whatever God got for me. I'm trying my best to walk in that path.
Yes.
You know, I mean,
yes.
And just like today, we had to meet up to take pictures with some realtors over a job that we did.
Mm-hmm.
She was like telling them, "Oh yeah, you're a preacher." I said, "Listen, I'm only preaching because that's what God want me to do."
Right.
At first I said that God make me do it.
Yeah.
But she thought that I said that you make me do it. She
Right.
said I wouldn't tell nobody. I said, hold on, you think I'm talking about him? Not.
No.
It's what God want me to do. I can do it and I cannot do it and not be obedient.
Yes.
But I'd rather be obedient and do what I'm supposed to do.
Absolutely.
Because I don't want what's gonna come from that other side.
And they're not paying attention to that. They really not.
It was just a little,
You're right,
just letting her know,
right.
that. Cause I be sending her the video. She one of them I be sending videos
right.
to and stuff. So she was like, "Yeah, I'll be watching it." I just had to let her know that I'm not forcing it. You know, nowadays people forcing it, trying to make money. You know, they trying to get clout.
Yeah,
Nah, it ain't about none of that.
Right. You're right, and that's important. That's important to learn that where you are, and I actually tell people because really they don't know. One of the things about me, and I had said that, and I started looking at myself, is the fact that being here just like yourself, it's blessing you to be able to do what you do because it's keeping you involved. It's keeping you in the world. Some people just fall off, But we have to think about, man, I got to do this. And anytime I do this, I'm putting, when I mean this is part of it too. This is part of the ministry to us, right? But only what we do for God is going to count. So how much time are we putting in for ourselves or for trying to make it? Because God said if we do what He asks us to do, He'll take care of the rest.
Come on
so
now.
He'll provide for us.
Come on now.
Because really, He's the one He's the one that's doing it, making it possible for us. You know, open up doors, making things happen. He is the one that does that. So. You know, that was one thing I was telling you about Sunday. I told you, I said, you made me think about it after all these years. I don't know if the light just went off in that area or not, but you said, hey, you know what? I just trust God because I have trusted my job for years. You know, you think about 30 years of saying, man, every time that wheel turned, I thought I had to be there, try to make it. But it's not about that. It's about trusting God to do it. You know, and that is a key. What it just went off when you was talking about that, and you doing it at your age right now. Look how much further you gonna be.
Come on now.
You know, I appreciate that.
And see. So that's where the pressure come from. The pressure come from when we trying to do things that we see others do.
Exactly.
We're not focusing on what God got for us. You know, it'll be no pressure if we focus on what God got for us. Okay. And so the focus scripture of the day. Better a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. So we see right now, Elon Musk. He the richest person on the planet right now. You know, the richest person on the planet, and he ain't did none of this with Jesus.
No.
You know, he ain't did none of this with Jesus. But we say, oh, I want so much money. I want money like Elon Musk.
Right.
you know
He's
trying to develop a technology that he say that they doing Jesus miracles. Did you see that? He said they doing Jesus level miracles. What kind of stuff is this, man?
They can never get above him. God, I know it.
The scripture, Proverbs 16. Chapter 32. I'm sorry, I didn't mention the scripture for y'all. Proverbs 16, chapter 32. Better be a patient person than a warrior, one with self-control than one who takes a city. You gotta be patient. Okay? You gotta be patient. Patience is the key.
Yes. And you know, you think about Elon Musk. He can only eat so much. And I mean, probably the stuff he eat. You've had your choice of eating that. He can only drive from point A to B, catch a plane from point A to B. Maybe own his own plane. That's good. But I mean, why have to own it, take care of it, and all that other stuff? When if you got ready to go somewhere, you can just pay the fees to fly and go and be done with it. You know, sometimes we set our expectations too high. There's nothing wrong if you are in an area where you looking at saying, you know what I want to do? I want to take care of the things in life and take care of the things I need to take care of. And God will provide the help and need for you to do it. But when you get way out there, you know, they're not knowing and realizing the wealth that they're getting is coming from us making it happen.
100%.
You know, and if the rest of the world shut down, their money wouldn't be valuable.
Come on now.
So think about
that's why. But see, to be honest, that's why he's trying to make them robots now.
Well, that's true.
Yeah, that's the whole point of that.
Forget about y'all. You're right.
Yeah, I can make my own workers.
Yeah, you're right.
And see,
but it's still go. If they make their own workers to do what for who? They making the workers doing something to sell to the people. So if the people don't make the money to buy, it still won't do them no good.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
But we don't want to get deep in that. That's a conversation.
Yeah, I know.
But what I can say is, think about Solomon in the Bible. He was the richest man to ever be on the earth, and he did it through God's glory.
Yes. And he had to have wisdom of which you can't buy.
You can't buy.
You can't inherit, and you can't You can't.
That chip in your head won't do it.
Yeah, it won't do it. You know what?
It won't give you 70,000 workers.
You think about the wisdom coming bumping your head going through life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why if a man is doing what he's supposed to, wisdom will allow you to prosper and to go further. Wisdom, because there's a lot of things that I won't do anymore because I know better.
Okay. So question 1, do you feel behind compared to others? If you do, why?
And then you know why I don't feel behind. I feel like I'm right where I need to be. Who am I comparing myself to?
Come on now.
There ain't nobody comparing myself to. You know what? It's about doing what I do, and that's the pressure. That's the pressure right there. What we talking about at first. If I'm gonna compare myself to anybody, I'm failing right there.
So what you do for a living? When you pass the other places that got actual buildings and way more stuff in their yard sitting there that you know they can take and go make more money, it don't make you feel behind? That's good.
No, I don't. No. I look at knowing that I'm up when I got running water, a roof over my head.
Come on now.
Air conditioner right now.
Imagine what our air conditioner.
Right.
Hold on, Daisy's sister went back to Mexico to go visit. Listen.
Yeah.
She was over there. She said, "I'm ready to come back. We in here. We ain't got." She in a part where they don't got AC. I said, "Boy, oh, you see how she do it? I'll be in the hotel so quick. Hey, I don't care if we got to drive an hour and a half to come back. We come.
I'm going. I'm telling you. And those are things that I look at. I really look at right now is not trying to compare myself because I would probably say it was a time that I was trying to keep up with the Joneses because I bought several houses trying to do that. You know, I didn't ever think about why not add on, why not do a little
different something to your house instead of having to do all that moving.
Right.
You gotta pay movers,
right.
reset up the new house. You gotta do this, do that, meet new neighbors, go to new territory, new stores. Yeah, people don't think about all that though.
No, and there's things that I probably could do now that I'm not looking at it because everything that you get into today, and it's just a part of the world and how we're going, is very costly. Everybody's talking about food now. That's the biggest thing on the radar.
For sure.
But you need it.
Imagine when they say that if you don't get that chip in your head, you ain't getting nothing.
Man.
Talking about food.
I do.
Okay, so I want you to read question number 2.
Where did your expectations after life come from? Oh, where did it come from?
Where did your expectations
about life
come from?
Where did they? Probably. That's a good question. Some of it came from my parents, seeing the things that they had done, and that was the first expectation. Because I remember one time I had left and left my hometown, which is where we live now. I went to Houston. I was there the whole weekend. I came back, and I'm thinking that I could just do like I want to do, lay back, keep back.
Yeah.
I got in there like, man, I probably got there. To me, back then, because I normally wouldn't be out. But it probably come in there around about 2 and 2:30 that morning. Came in, went to bed. And I was going to sleep on in that day.
Yeah.
Mama said, no.
You still got to get
You
up.
still got to. Boy, that was just so disappointing.
Yeah.
I want to say, okay, I hear what I see your point. But this particular time, I'm really tired. I'm tired, because you have to understand, I was up and I drove back. Barely was able to keep my eyes open, making it, trying to get back home. And I don't know what she was trying to show me. You're just not going to do that. You're not gonna.
I know what you were trying to show you. No matter how late you stay up, you still gotta get up in the
bump
morning.
and grind, huh? You're right.
Hey, she was showing you early. Hey.
She really did.
Okay, so where did my expectation about life come from? You know, so at first when I was coming up, I used to have expectation from watching other people do things.
Yeah.
You know, I used to have expectation from being around other people. You know, then I started getting older, I started wanting to have my own expectation. You know, I wanted to do this because I wanted to do this. You know, I wanted to do that because I wanted to do that. I ain't trying to do that because they doing it. Even down to the clothes. I used to try to wear different type of clothes to show that I'm different, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But now, my expectation of life come from is what God expect out of me.
Good.
That's the question I ask myself.
And you do it.
What do God expect out of me? When I pray, I say, hey, God, whatever you got lined up for my life, please make sure that I line up with it. If I don't line up with it, convict me, fix me, and that will be okay. I will not be mad. Whatever need to happen, make it happen.
Correct. You know, that is something that I look at that happens in we have to be careful when we get in the last quarter. I would say I'm in the last quarter of my life. You know, I mean, last quarter can be 20 years, whatever, but I'm just saying the last quarter. But the enemy looks at that, so expectations, going back to what we've been talking about, he look at that and he knows that there are things that if I'm not very careful now, he know I get trapped up because of, you know, you're in the last quarter, you can get laxy-daisy. But see, the body can go there, but the spirit is always young. Your spirit will never grow old, but your body does. So he come to kill, to steal, destroy. If he is able to kill all of that desire out of me, you know, at the end, he'll win. So most of the time, an older person don't think about it. Well, I got it made, I can lay back. No, you can't. That's when you got to be really careful. You got to be really careful because now you can say, well, okay, I can stumble and fall. Okay, where I'm at, it ain't no stumbling.
But see, that's the thing. If I sit here and say, "Oh, look at Mr. Willie, he made it to an older age," I can't just. The pressure of having life figured out. I'm sitting here comparing my life to yours when that ain't right.
You're right.
Because I'm 28 years old. There's people that didn't even make it to 28.
That's so exactly right.
So I could say that all day, but that don't mean that I'm right. So I gotta treat every day like it's the last day because the moment I take my last breath, I don't get another chance.
Absolutely.
You know, it's over
with. That's what you got to keep focused on. I agree with that. Some people don't do that.
Okay. So last question. What would it take? I mean, what would it look like to trust the process instead of rushing?
It would take a lot of stress off of me. You know.
No, so what would it look like? What basically what step like how could you do that?
It would look taking the pressure off.
Okay.
You won't try to what it said. What would it look like to trust the process? So I'm gonna trust it, not try to change it.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
And just relax and just say, you know, most time, oh man, I see the way this going, and I don't want to get there and try to turn it around. You know, I've been like that. Man, I can stop this whirlwind.
Like a car coming in 100 miles an hour, you see it about to hit the building, you gonna jump out there.
Exactly.
All right, it's gonna catch you.
It's gonna catch you.
Okay. So looking like to trust the process and basically being patient and let it all play out.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Trusting God. That's what I heard, you know, the
Trusting
God. That's what it looked like.
That's what it's like. No doubt. Trusting Him.
Okay. So that's the end of that one. You know, you got anything to add to it?
No, I see that. It's just that again, where I was thinking of myself, thinking about all these questions and things that we look at. It's just let me see now, you know, even though I get out there today, and I remind myself, because I went, it was kind of busy today, and trying to, while I went kind of against the odds of what I said, because I went and bought the cars, and I said, God, drop the price some. So I went and got them. So then I started looking at what I thought, what it would look. I had another guy say, hey, look at these cars. What you see in these cars? And he's helping me. And he said, oh, I see something good in it. But again, and then he actually said that because he wanted to work with me.
Of course.
So yeah, right.
Of course.
So what
if he say no, he might not get
he might not get the job. Exactly what you
Of course,
we
it's
got
always
there.
an underlying reason for stuff like
It's
that.
always. And we get there, and we start looking at. Matter of fact, it was one of the trucks that had the motor in it. He already said, "Okay, that's the truck we was looking for right there," but it wasn't. We got the truck and took it. We couldn't get the hood off of it because it smashed. So we got it. And we'll take the hood off of it. It was a smaller engine than we were looking at. He told you the wrong thing. I said, "No, you told me." So but then those same expectations of other people, you got to set your own expectations.
Come on now.
So that's just happened today.
Okay, so one message to the people.
Yes.
If somebody listening to this right now, they have pressure on themselves, they thinking every day, man, I gotta make it, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. What advice could you give them that they could take a step, like take a jump off the porch right now to be able to understand that they don't have to have pressure to have life figured out? What could you tell them?
You know what? And hey, it's clear to me now.
Okay.
Go to God. It's clear that
To all the believers.
All the believers now, bam.
You got, because they have people hear this, they ain't believe. I don't want to hear that.
You know, ain't one now.
Keep on going.
The believers.
The believers.
The believers, no lie.
Yeah.
The believers will
Yeah.
say, you know what? You know, and it ain't about saying, man, they got this. I saw them buy that. It was their time.
Come on now.
You know, it was their time. You know what?
Come on now.
You don't even understand how long they've been going through it. You know,
What have they done been through?
Man.
Huh? What they done been through? You know, I mean, just to add to it, you know, think about them commercials. I used to watch TV when I was young. You know, you watch cable. The commercials come up where they try to get you to donate cent for the kids that have no water.
Yeah.
Imagine being over there, somebody with no water, then somebody get water, and they start hating because that person got water. You see what I'm saying? Like, bro, they been without water just as long as you, and you mad because they got water. But that's just, you know, a simple little scenario for everybody done seen them commercials. You know what I'm saying? Everybody have. And so
That's a good point.
yeah, I mean,
Because I tell you what, I saw this, which was in part of Africa. In some places in the whole world, there are people that's living in crowded conditions. Even the water is not clean. And it's people have gotten to the point that when they step out of their house, they stepping in water.
I seen that too.
And
I seen people in cities on the water.
Right.
Yeah,
Cities on
yeah.
water.
They walking in tiny narrow paths to get there. Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, hey, everything is right there. So I'm saying, where we have good clean air to breathe, a good clean water to drink, a good food to eat. So those are blessings, but we get so accustomed, we get so used to. So, you know,
We expect
it.
Yeah.
We expect it. So we have to count our blessings every day.
Come on now.
Every day it's worthy of thanking God for what He's doing, you know. Don't take it for granted.
Come on. You woke up this morning?
Woke up this
Thank
morning.
you, God. Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's the end of that one. Next week, we got episode 8, Learning to Be Alone Without Feeling Lonely. Woo, that's one for them.
Boy, I tell you what, the guy that I'm talking about, he needs to be here for next week.
Man. Okay,
Yes.
okay. That's the wrap up for that one.
That's good.
God get the glory.